on the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Michigan State Spartans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. This is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. So I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Spartans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Hopkins. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. The Scarlet Knights offense comes onto the field first today. We get a look at K.J. Duff. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Wants to throw one first. Comes down, it's Carter. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Caught and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Third and long coming up. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Wants to keep it in the air. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chambers. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Spartan.
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense.
The extra point is blocked. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Flips it out to the back. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Out wide left, it's Allen. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. The defense putting points on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mason. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick give. It's Mason. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd down to the air. Unloads in the nick of time.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
On a ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Working that left side now. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Carter. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Push is ahead. Here's some daylight. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Got it behind the line. It's Patrick. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Caught. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long, putting them in a great position to be successful.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Tells to fake. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their 1st of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Powers inside. Hold down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Just got rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the back. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got the first down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at the Rice Owls taking on the number 25 team, the Army Black Knights. And it's Rice coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
The Spartans head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Fights off a defender. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Finds his man on the RPO. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Elijah's man could not make his way to the corner. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football and trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running inside, it's Mason. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this offense has got it all working. Right, it's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Turns upfield. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Got his man out of the backfield. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They're going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rutgers. Rutgers. And they take it in for 6 more points. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Chambers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. The Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking for a crease.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Just feeds the running back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking left. Got his man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Duff. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly. And the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, he's got him.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Mason. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Drops back on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Hard running there. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the 1st down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Fires to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Left side is Allen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going for it all. Touchdown, Rutgers! And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Gets a hand in there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. And he's brought down after a short gain. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Unleashes one. He's got it. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Quickly complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires to the big fella. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Just complete and utter dominance, and this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play can decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.